From one Twins way in Minneapolis, welcome inside. Just about set to go now. Getting the nod in this one, Michael Lorenzen.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ball strike 3 of the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Juan Soto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Pitch in the dirt, and the count even 1-1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Swings and chases a low one there. Contreras on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Swinging a ground ball on to France. Third out. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher. Tyler McGill. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. Bader checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Didn't go. 3-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Lindor slings to first, and Bader is out. Here's Byron Buxton. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
1 out, base is empty. And the 3-0 finds the zone. That's a walk.
No, ball 4.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone. Here's Josh Young.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ooh,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one's carrying. Out of here. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. 1 down. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
2 balls.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Wilson Contreras stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one is lifted in the air. Siri in position. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Second inning set to go. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Lorenzen back to work. On its way to the corner. And that will drop foul. Lorenzen, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Just missed.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swings over the top of that one. Contreras gets it to first. And the Mets go back at target field. Now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the
1
dirt,
ball,
1 and
2
2
strikes.
to count. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
And now for the Twins, Ty France. That clips the zone, and it's 0-1.
1-1.
Lindor. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And next for Minnesota, Esteury Ruiz. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, these Mets
0-1's
definitely
the
being
count.
aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jose Azocar now at the plate as he swings through
0-1.
strike 1. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-2. And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right
1 ball,
out of the
2 strikes,
hand. Just
count.
spit on it.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now it's Jose Siri. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Garrett Hampson.
The second baseman, Garrett.
Inside, just missed. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those
Ball, that's
always
outside.
feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base,
That's
you want to
ball
keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
First and second, no outs. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. And there's the strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective.
got a
Make sure
ball,
you
one
get a
strike.
pitch that you can handle.
Reaching down, makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That misses, and the count is 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's Royce Lewis. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That
2
misses
balls,
the zone.
1 strike.
2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble,
That's
but you
inside.
have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Way out front for strike 2.
Count's full.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's gone. Home run. A 3-run homer. It's 5-zip. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. This one in the air, right field. Azokar makes the catch, and that is back in Minnesota. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Up the middle, Correa sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light power.
that's right. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. The throw in into second with a double. And they've got something brewing now.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Fought off foul. 2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss.
You know, Boog, every team has
No
a hitter's
balls, 2
meeting
strikes.
pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they
That's a
talked
ball.
about.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whip. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these Twins
0-1's the
did a
count.
great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats
0-2 is
out
the
of them.
count.
Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
So up next for Minnesota, Yuri Ruiz. Azokar makes the play and a couple of quick outs. And next for Minnesota, Garrett Hampson. Check swing called strike. And that is strike 1. Now one
Inside,
miss.
ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Now he breaks his bat. Here's the tag, and he's out. And that is. And we're back. Ready now for the fifth inning. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Inside, just missed. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And that is out of play. The Twins leading by 5, and we're at the top of the fifth. Struck him out looking. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Azokar at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Close,
nope,
but called a ball. And it's 2 and 2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Byron Buxton. High in the air, out to right. Azokar makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And now the DH, Josh Young. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Young, in his 3rd season, 27 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. 1 down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
That's back there. And it's off the batter's eye. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 6-0. Lewis in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. In the air, out towards right center. Siri pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Contreras lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. And strike 1 to the catcher. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Liner, base hit.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That one ripped right center field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's
No
a
ball,
strike.
2 strikes.
In the dirt. Correa stands at second with 2 gone. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lindor throws across the diamond, and that'll keep more runs. Back at target field, top 6. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Ground ball, left side, and that's just foul. Swinging a foul out of play.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. In there, and it's 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
On to France. Lindor retired. Juan Soto now. And a foul ball. Comes up empty.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Right through there, got him. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Esteury Ruiz.
Ruiz. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 70, Jose.
He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So digging in, Garrett Hampson. He's 2 for 2. A dive, nice stop. The throw, and they get the out. And now Bader up to the plate. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count. No, that's a foul ball.
And now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Turned on it nicely, definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Bader, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a ball. battling here as he fouls it away. And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Now it's the Twins DH, Josh Young. Vientos. Over to first. That's the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Hampson on to first. And that takes care of Alonso. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And that one fouled off. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all.
Inside ball.
And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
What was your worst start one year? Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful.
3. Ah, that's strike 3. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Buto back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On a line out towards center. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Counts 1-0.
Contreras stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count even at 1.
1-1.
Just missed.
That's inside.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The Twins up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets under it and pops it up. Lindor brings it in, and there's 2 down. Now Correa up to hit. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That one the other way, and no one can get there.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and the batter now, Mark Vientos.
The first baseman, Mark
Michael Tonkin will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Tonkin, in his 5th season, 35 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers.
0-2 is the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. First pitch swinging. Bases empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. And it stays fair. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
So up next for New York, Jose Siri. Runner on the go. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a foul ball. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On to France, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the 8th, and now for the Twins, Yuri Ruiz. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back, and it hits the fence. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double. So up next for Minnesota, Garrett Hampson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Right through there for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. And a pitch. That one out to right. Azocar brings it in with a nice running grab. So here's Bader now. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
And there's the automatic. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit.
Byron Buxton.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1. Azocar on the move towards foul ground. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Man on second, 2 down. That's back there. And that is gone. A 2-run homer. It's 9-0. At the plate, Josh Young. And that's outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Now it's 3-2. Azocar. And that is that. Back at target field. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. On the ground. Fair ball.
Now batting, designated hitter, Juan.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Lindor on at first, nobody out. Swinging a foul straight back. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 3 in this one. Roll to short, could be 2. Correa to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Lorenzen with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy.